Hello, readers. Today we're going to talk about contrasting two nonfiction texts. Yesterday, we talked about comparing two nonfiction texts. And before we started, we looked at the picture up in the right-hand corner. I see some socks. I see that one pair is the same and the other pair is different. I noticed that the one that's different, they don't look alike. I'm thinking to myself, as I'm contrasting my two nonfiction texts, there are some things about these texts that aren't going to be alike. We're going to use the same two texts that we used yesterday, so here we go. Our first text is Our Animal Friends by Jerry Limto. We need to take care of our animals. One way to keep animals safe is not to feed them. Feeding them makes them come back for more. It keeps them from finding their own food. Another way to keep our animals safe is to be careful when driving. Many animals are killed each year by people driving too fast. Well, let's think about our second text, Don't Feed the Animals by Marvin Reinhardt. Let's see if we can find some major points in here that might be different. Have you ever seen a chipmunk begging for food from a person? Many people might want to give the chipmunk a piece of their snack, but please don't. If we want to have healthy wild animals, then we can't give animals people food. People food can make wild animals sick. It also teaches them to need people to live. Instead of finding their own food, the animals learn to beg. When people aren't around, the animals don't know what to do. They forget how to live off the land around them. Boys and girls, I'm going to think to myself about these two texts, Our Animal Friends and Don't Feed the Animals. I want to think about what are the important points that the author makes. Well, we talked about these yet last time. In Our Animal Friends, the text focuses on keeping animals safe. Also, feeding the animals keeps them coming back for more. The author also says that feeding the animals keeps them from finding their own food, and that people can keep animals safe by not driving too fast. What about the points that the author makes in Don't Feed the Animals? Well, in that text, it actually focuses on keeping animals healthy. It says that people food can make animals sick, that feeding animals teaches them to beg people for food, and that animals forget how to find their own food. Well, these important points that the author makes, we can look at these points and think about what is the same and what is different. Well, yesterday we looked at the points that were the same. We compared the two texts. Today, let's see what's different. If I'm contrasting these two texts, I see that there are specific points that are different. Well, Our Animal Friends focuses on keeping animals safe. And specifically, the author says that people can keep animals safe by not driving too fast. For Don't Feed the Animals, however, the text focuses on keeping animals healthy and saying that people food makes animals sick. I'm noticing something. These texts, while they have some similarities, they also have some big differences. Our Animal Friends is actually focusing on keeping animals safe, while Don't Feed the Animals is actually focusing on keeping animals what? Healthy. I would say that these texts have a few points that are different. We can contrast these texts by these 4 points that are different. So, boys and girls, let's put our thinking all together. This is how we could write it. Our Animal Friends focuses on keeping animals safe and says people can do that by not driving too fast. However, Don't Feed the Animals focuses on keeping animals healthy and says that people food makes animals sick. Boys and girls, today, as you go about your own reading, I want you to choose two texts that are about the same topic, the same nonfiction topic. Yesterday, I said that if you chose a book about dinosaurs, choose two books about dinosaurs. Well, today, you might actually be interested in race cars, or you might be interested in ocean animals. Whatever it is that you're interested in, find two books that are on that topic. You can go to any of the available resources we have to find those two books. And I want you to contrast those books, see what's different about them. Notice the author's main points and then determine what is different. Happy contrasting. Bye bye.